Okay, good morning. So my name is Raffi Jusarusnwardana from UTP. Right now I will present our paper of AI-driven forecasting of wave energy potential in Terengganu, Malaysia. So this is my table of content, introduction, methodology, result and discussion, and at last conclusion. So for the current wave energy in Malaysia, is remain in the research phase and no large-scale wave energy farms have been constructed yet. So in the Malaysia, the average potential energy can be generated is 2.8 kilowatt per meter to 8 kilowatt per meter. So the importance of wave energy is to maximize the energy generation, reduce weather-related risks, lower operational costs, improve grid planning, and efficient resource use. However, wave energy in Malaysia is still limited and most of the technology lies on conventional wave energy converter. So for a wave energy, there are two types which are conventional and biomimetic. For biomimetic, they mimics the movement of marine organism to capture the wave more efficiently. Its flexible design allows for better adaptability and sustainability and also survivability in varying sea conditions compared to conventional WEC. Hence, the biomimetic WEC is better due to lower cost maintenance, more adaptability to marine environmental, and designed to minimize habitat disruption. So, for our literature review, there are several studies for biomimetic wave converter. So there are in Portugal, US, and in India. So hence, in here we can see that XGBoost has high potential in wave energy production. And currently limited study on prediction of wave energy using XGBoost in Malaysia. So in here we choose XGBoost due to its accuracy, efficiency, and flexibility. So for the location in Malaysia, we shortlist into 4 locations. First is in Terengganu, Sarawak, Sabah, and Strait of Malacca. Based on that 4 location, we choose Terengganu, specifically in Merang, due to the good characteristic of wave energy and because having high value of wave height and wave period. So for our methodology, start with data collection from MyMET with these variables, wind direction, speed, wave height, wave period, and then etc. For the next is data cleaning and normalization, and then moving to model development. In here we use XGBoost model, and then if the error below 1%, we proceed to the model performance and evaluation, which we evaluate the error and the performance. So for the data collection in here, we collect from January to December 2024 in here. And then because Malaysia took only 2 weeks to send the raw data, and then in here also no wave power. And then because limited data from MyMET, they wave the data to student who is currently doing a research. And then we calculate the wave power by using calculation and given parameters and determine the efficiency of WEC to generate power from the wave. The data collection and processing start, we use ActiveOne data samples in here and 5 variables. And then for the missing data, for the wave power, we calculate based on this equation. And then for the missing data, the number of data is as this. And then the outlier detection removal, we identify using Z-score method with the threshold of 3. 27 additional outliers were identified and removed, reducing the dataset from 81 days to 40 days post-cleaning. So for the correlation analysis, in here we choose 1 to 5. We choose 7 different variable in here. And then we use Pearson Spearman and Kendall correlation. And in here, we can see that the selected variable is having a good relationship with power, especially with energy period and sea surface and wave period. So then we split the data into the train for 80% and then testing into 20%. And then for the XGBoost, in here we tune with the randomized search CV, and then no early stopping. In here, the increment is from 0.8 until 0.98, so 0.1% increase. So in here, we compare also the XGBoost model with 4 different methods, which is LR, linear regression, SVR, support vector regression, INN, and RFR. In here, XGBoost have the lowest error and the highest RMSE between all of them. And then model performance comparison, actual versus predicted model in here. For XGBoost, demonstrate strong performance. And then XGBoost is in the orange. For it's closely related to the actual, which is in the black. And then the linear regression in here is do not closely follow the actual wave power, indicating limited accuracy. So in conclusion, machine learning models applied for wave energy prediction in Terengganu, Malaysia, and XGBoost achieve highest accuracy at R-square 0.94 and error 0.36 and RMSE 0.69. For the key predictors in here is wind direction, wave period, and wave height. And then this research enhances the wave energy forecasting and supports converter placement and Malaysia clean energy goals. And then in here, our recommendation is to explore more into deep learning for better accuracy and integrate renewable energy forecasting. And lastly, expand data for more coastal region. Thank you very much.